Yeah.
It's like-
You had a prime spot there.
Yeah. Ed, Betty, this guy, Grandma, and Mom.
Like did Betty date anybody before Larry?
Yes.
Is that guy?
She dated Carlos Lubiano for a while, and that was at Western too, though.
Really?
Mhm.
Carlos Lubiano. How exotic. We could have had
And remember
cousins
his
named
name.
Lubiano.
Teresa Lubiano. Does he look like a Carlos?
No, who was the person you said you remembered their name? They're right in the middle, he's right in the
Who is
middle of the
this?
Oh,
family.
Ed Crapel.
Ed Crapel, what did he do?
A yard boy, all purpose.
All purpose.
He's a Mexican room.
Yeah, that's, I remember that.
So did he, because he's, like, did he work here many years or something? He seems very comfortable.
It seems like he worked here several years, yes. I know I've got their paint lighting picture someplace.
And what's this on Steva?
Yeah. Did Grandma enjoy the trips?
Oh, I think so.
She did.
Mhm. They usually took the, remember the Barnes, Ken Barnes? Quite often they went on a trip with them.
Because they went to Spain, and I wonder if we couldn't find a listing of trips the West
Michigan
Tourist Association went on, because they were in Spain and Mexico
Mhm.
and
Somewhere they went and she brought back,
the dolls.
yeah, I think she would always bring us something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little trinket,
Mhm.
which was nice.
Mhm.
And like, I mean, aside from the lodge, like just thinking of Grandma as a grandma,
Mhm.
they would come for Christmas and like when we lived in Cleveland, they'd come for Thanksgiving
Mhm.
and
Yeah, they came to
First
California.
Communions and stuff like that. I mean, they were present, grandparents, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
How often? A few times they came to California?
Mhm.
2 or 3, I think. Mhm.
I feel like we went to Tahoe maybe? We went over the Donner's Pass with them.
Oh, we
Yeah.
went to Reno, or
Okay.
Lake Tahoe
Okay.
once. And we went to the Rose Bowl. Remember
Oh,
going to the
yeah.
Rose Bowl parade? Sat in those little chairs by the
Oh, yeah.
dealership.
Uh-huh. And I think we went to
Disneyland?
the beach. I remember them, something with ice plant,
Oh,
walking
yeah.
on the beach,
Yeah, probably down to,
Santa Cruz.
yeah. Yeah, I wonder what I did
Did
with
we,
that.
probably went to the Redwoods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always made a point of, doing things while they were
Mm-hmm.
out there. Hard to keep everything separate. I run across things and then I put it someplace and then I don't know where it is.
Who made the phone call to you that the lodge had burned?
I feel like it was Ed, but no.
Oh, gosh, I don't know that I remember that. Other than,
Where
Yeah.
were we?
we were in
California.
California. I think it burned in spring, didn't it?
I think so.
So they would have had to have. Well,
But I
think
don't think they were using it.
the lodge for
Yeah.
renting anything.
Yeah, so I don't think it affected their
Yeah.
season.
Mm-hmm. Other than just having to clean up the mess and got what's left built and start saving what things they could find.
Do you remember the phone call?
I remember some phone calls, because didn't we always,
We went to the office a lot of times to
make
use
our
our
long distance phone
our
calls.
800 number.
Yeah.
Got a little grumpy here, Diana's.
But that one they would
It
have called
called
us.
us, yeah.
So I don't know if I do remember that specifically. Maybe I remember what is it, around that time when Ed and Ada bought their place down there? I feel like I remember them calling to tell you that.
I think they were already down there, weren't they? When,
What would have that been when we were in California, probably, right?
yeah.
The 70s, something.
Mm-hmm. Because where was Ada? Was Ada kicked out of gold too?
No, the year that we were in gold the year before with Ed and Ada.
And they had already, then they moved down
Then they
there.
moved down there and it was just us kids in
Oh,
gold.
okay.
That was the summer they got out of control.
Mhm.
And so that was,
Probably, that had to be like.
I feel like I was in 8th
1980.
grade.
Yeah, or.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So I think they were still here when the lodge burned.
So they lived in Oklahoma for a little while, remember?
Yeah, just briefly, he went down for had a plant there or something.
So then when they.
Oak Moby.
Oh, and then, yeah, then they were in gold. So when
Okay.
the lodge burned, that's probably when we started staying in gold. Or
Okay.
they stayed in gold.
Okay. Okay,
And then we were in the living room or whatever.
okay.
And we probably weren't here that long, or I wasn't. Because that was maybe between Florida and Dallas or something.
I guess
Or
we
Florida.
must have just stayed with Grandma and Grandpa when we came
Yeah.
then.
Mhm.
So like gold, I mean, Grandma did trust us a lot. Either that or she just didn't have time to worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that one summer, maybe it was a couple summers, even when Ada was there, I think we, like, when the Trevor Dunn, you remember him hanging out in gold all the time?
Oh, there were
with
all
us?
sorts of people
Yeah.
in gold.
Atkins, yeah. Oh,
That was
like
the
the
place
kid
to
hangout.
be,
Yeah. And we played cards and I don't know, Patty came that one summer,
Yeah.
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 And it seemed like we were pretty
Independent.
unsupervised.
Yeah. But I remember when Mike Atkins had
The snack cottage?
the snack cottage.
Yeah.
And a lot of people worked up there, and so
Yeah.
we'd be up there a lot, like, as it was closing, and then we
Uh-huh.
all hang out in the kitchen there. And then we'd just walk, back and forth to the point in here and hang out at the swing set and down Dug Road and take pontoon boats on the lake. I mean, they trusted us to take their
Yeah.
boats on the lake at night.
I know,
Did they know you were?
yeah.
Yeah, they helped us
Like
get
the
it all
We the
packed
People
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, go. Take the ski boat out, like they were, whatever we want. Adventure trail, yeah.
Yeah.
They were, yeah.
And the boys were doing their whole little thing, Mike and Jeff, or Mike and Greg, stealing all the road signs. And
Yeah.
But I guess we were all getting our work done, you know?
Mhm.
And we'd have to get up at even though it was Saturday night, whatever you did, you had to be up at 7:30 for church.
Or, yeah,
Oh,
I'd be
we
in there.
would go quite often on
At
Saturday
night.
night, yeah.
I remember a lot of Sunday mornings too, though.
That might have been when you were here by yourself more, too.
Oh, because you were going with them, maybe.
Maybe.
then, but I mean, Friday night, you'd have to be up
For cleaning.
for cleaning
Yeah.
by 7, I think,
Yeah.
at least.
Cause some people left on,
You'd usually clean Friday night too. So you'd clean Friday night
or a day early.
and then early Saturday morning. So she's probably like, hey, whatever you gotta do. As long as you're here at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. I wonder if she had that much independence when she was that age. Did you have that much independence when you were a teenager? Probably.
You were working all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember if I had a curfew, like all through high
Yeah.
school, you mean, in
Yeah.
Kalamazoo. She always waited up for me.
Uh-huh.
I can remember. She was sitting in her chair
Yeah.
until I came home before she would go to bed.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Yeah, I think she didn't have, she wasn't real strict or
Uh-huh.
had too many rules and regulations.
So where did Betty get that? She's
The
definitely a rule
Yeah.
regulation person.
FBI.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably Larry, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say,
Mhm.
probably was.
Because as crazy as Mike was, he's a rules and regulation
Yeah.
guy now. He was pretty strict with.
Boy, he wasn't when he was growing up.
No, but I think with
Yeah,
his kids he was.
yeah.
But your grandma probably didn't, I mean, they were on the farm, so it was,
Yeah, they-
everyone just worked and.
Yeah, I went to bed. They didn't have electricity, so when it got dark, we had little lanterns or something.
But then she, went to like some type of school, right? Like
Yeah,
business school?
Lansing Business College. hmm
So that was pretty,
I know, ahead of her time, we kept saying.
yeah,
So, and I think she worked then in Lansing,
okay,
and that's when their friends introduced her to
okay.
Grandpa.
So then, and then they eloped, right?
hmm
So I wonder how that went over with her parents.
It didn't. No, Uncle Fred was good with Grandpa, but the rest of the family kinda, well, and he wasn't Catholic,
Yeah.
so that was a minus for him in eloping. Yeah, he wasn't one of their favorite people.
And Grandpa must not have been a big rule guy either then with you.
No.
Mhm.
Well, he wasn't, he traveled a lot. Once he was with Ramsey and all through my high school years, he was gone all the time.
So then, did you ever have like mother-daughter talks with Grandma? Was she that kind of a mom? Like would ask
Not
you,
too much.
yeah,
Um,
what's going on, or
Yeah.
how's this friend or that friend, or did she like get involved with your friends at all, or?
Doesn't seem like
No?
it. I don't remember even having friends over all that much. We had a very modest home. Seems like most of my
So the
friends
house
had.
in Solon, that was after you went to college?
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so,
moved there when I my freshman year, they were still in Kalamazoo.
okay.
And they moved my sophomore year.
Okay, so then when you so you're saying when you brought friends home in high school or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, that was your modest home in Kalamazoo?
Yeah, yeah. No, the one in Solon was quite,
Yeah.
upscale.
Yeah, I remember it being
Mm-hmm,
pretty nice.
yeah.
And she had a cabinet and she would mark our height when we came over, like.
Yeah, in the kitchen,
Mhm.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I still remember that.
Yeah, so that seems like a grandma thing.
Mhm.
She was probably a more hands-on grandma than she
Okay.
was a mother.
Okay,
I think that was kind of the times. I
Yeah.
don't know that any of my friends interacted or
Yeah.
did a lot with their parents.
Mhm.
You know, because when you two were growing up, I remember in California, every night we sat and played games, didn't we? Of Millborns or whatever game we had going.
Yeah, there were always,
Well, swimming and playing, you know, volleyball or whatever in the pool. And
But I feel like you knew all our friends and
yeah,
what their families were like, what they were doing, and you would ask us, how's this friend or that friend, or, you know.
hmm Yeah, I think it just kind of changed from being strictly.
Children are just children to
Yeah.
children are part of the family kind of thing, yeah.
well, children were workers.
Yeah.
I mean, when Grandma was
Mhm.
growing up, it was just workers.
Yeah,
And you guys were kind of workers.
yeah, except when we just lived in Kalamazoo, there was
You
a
were
lot
children.
of play.
Yeah. But it was
Outdoors
independent with
Yeah.
other kids.
playing. Right. And I don't remember really getting together with other families, like, we always got together with the Gormleys
Mhm.
or what was it, Nelson and Libby Cole, went places with them, or went to Yosemite, I remember, with them. I don't remember doing those types of things with,
Other families.
yeah,
Like, did Les and Bernice have kids?
one son, Phil Yater. I don't remember them, of course, by the time you knew Les and Bernice, he was married and,
That's
I-
Phil, you mean?
yeah, that you never
Yeah.
really probably met him.
Mhm.
So, yeah, some of it was just a,
Generational thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she like, so how many grandkids? Charlie and,
Did Grandma know
mhm,
Bryce through?
through Bryce.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Bryce was really young, I think, when she died in '03.
Okay.
So he was only like 2.
It says through Bryce, so all of Greg and Cindy's kids.
yes. Yes.
All your kids, all of Greg and Cindy's kids.
Mhm.
And
And Andrea,
and Reese.
okay.
Well, when was Reese born compared to, 'cause I know that she was October, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Reese. No, I'm thinking maybe Jack, not Reese.
Okay.
Maybe Jack. I have to go in the,
Yeah.
we
the
were
order.
one a year. But Jack came in between Bryce and then Jack, then
Then
Reese.
it's Reese, me, Delaney.
Mhm.
That is, because it was just a year apart in school. There's-
Yeah. Do your kids remember Grandma?
Not Abby, but,
Charlie,
yeah,
that's
Charlie
horrible.
and Terry do.
And was Grandma still here? I guess Grandma was still here.
I think after she fell, she was gone for 9 months before she died, I think.
Over at Leonidas.
Yeah, she was at that River View or whatever that place was for a little while. And we found a foster care place.
So 2003 is
Mm-hmm.
when she died.
Mm-hmm.
So Abby might remember her. She would have been 6. She might
Oh, I bet
remember.
she went to Leonidas with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. She might remember that
Mm-hmm.
She might not remember Grandma
here.
when Grandma was
Yeah.
here.
I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, next year it'll be like 20 years.
boys over there. I
Mhm.
remember which child was she holding? Maybe Bryce? I don't know, but, oh my,
Oh my, that was
Yeah.
one of her favorite
Yeah.
expressions too. Everyone was, oh my.
Isn't he?
Expect that with Blake. Big kid. Yeah.
For some reason, I'm remembering her were we having a shower, or what were we doing? We're all at Betty's, I feel like. And I remember Cindy being there with all her kids, and Bryce was just small, like a baby. So I don't know if we were maybe we were just having something for him, like everybody needed, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I know we had a shower for Jamie here.
Okay, all right, this was
You
like,
gotta
I'm pretty
remember
sure
that.
that is, but,
Hmm.
yeah.
I think Betty said they've been in their house close to 40 years now.
Yeah, because Therese, they moved while Therese was in high school.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
80,
gosh.
83, I think.
Oh my, I'll say oh my to that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they've been here. Because I think Teresa had at least 2 years here in high
I
school.
think so. They moved her junior year. She did that like 3 years high school. I know that.
No, well, they were coming from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought I heard that it was all connected with Whitey Bulger, that he retired early
To get away from
from
that.
him. That there was threats coming towards his family.
Yeah. Well,
Whitey Bulger just got killed in prison.
oh
Something,
yeah, mutilated, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But that was after Larry died. So he did not know Whitey's demise, which is too bad.
Yeah, because it seems like when they first got here, they didn't want their name on the mailbox.
They,
or-
no,
Mhm.
that even when like Google Maps came out, he was really because
Uh-huh.
Whitey hadn't been arrested yet.
Oh, okay.
And so he did not like that Google Maps could find people and show where your location was. Yeah, I mean, because he got promoted into that Boston office from Tennessee, like, that was a big,
Uh-huh.
but they had to go deep in the organization to get somebody not crooked.
Uh-huh.
Well, that whole Boston area, I mean, that John Conley person who was Whitey's friend growing up and then became an agent and was informing him of everything, he's in prison. He
Yeah.
got tried and sent to prison. So Larry walked into that whole mess.
Yeah, I mean, he had all those special files that were just his files, that special agent in charge by his only files that were locked up.
Betty says she still has all kinds of files down there, not knowing if she can get rid of everything or has to save things.
No, because he said when he was convicted and everything was done, that he had a big, not party, but like he just sat in front of their fireplace with his stacks of paper and just
Oh, that Larry did?
burned everything.
So he was still alive when...
He was
when-
convicted.
Okay, but not when...
Or that he went to the trial. When his last time he had to get
Hmm.
deposed or whatever, and it was done. I
Hmm.
think he sat and burned everything.
Well, Betty says she's still finding things down there. Of course, he had those file cabinets in that office.
Yeah, what are rules and directions can you go down there? Oh,
Nice.
mhm.
Nice.
Well, I knew Paige wanted to kind of get your take
Uh-huh.
on Grandma
Yeah.
a little bit and what your
So you're gonna
memories.
do a little research too, huh?
Yes.
Do a lot of research. Yeah. Do some digging.
I think we're gonna read the Hooked on Coriolanus.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Well, she's got your eulogy and Amy's eulogy
Uh-huh.
there, kind of your memories.
What was, so you said, who were the, Les and Bernice Yider?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Well, Gert and John Schrammick were their friends forever. That's who introduced
Okay.
them, and they were my godparents.
Okay.
And then Les and Bernice's son was
Phil. He was in my class of school.
And Schrammix, how do you spell their last name?
SCHRE. Oh, I'll have to look it up someplace. Someplace I'll have something about it.
Did Opal
Oh, I
have,
know the Staffords too.
did Opal have kids?
I don't think
No.
so.
Mm.
Was she even married?
Yeah, Clarence.
Okay.
And they lived in Lawton.
Mhm.
He used to come over
Okay. I don't
just to
remember.
visit.
Yeah, I don't remember him at all. Like,
Schrammick. Oh, Les and Bernice. Oh, Yider with a T.
Why
So
you had
that's
to be
like-
there.
a guest book from something?
They're